Hello, my friends in Cyberland, me Storytime friends. It's me, Youth Librarian Shari at the Southfield Public Library, here for another episode of Story Shenanigans. I'm so happy to be here, and I know if you watched the last two episodes, one was about the zoo, one was about the museum, you know that I'm talking all about places you can visit when you have time. Doesn't cost too much and isn't too far away. And today we're talking about we're talking about visiting the farm, and we have lots of great farm books here at the library that you can read up on before you go and visit an actual working farm. And you see I've got my farmer up here, my little farmer. What else do you see on the farm? How about this? Do you know what this is called? It's called a tractor. And the farmer drives the tractor, and it helps them gather all of their different produce, which is another fancy word for vegetables. It helps them make their lanes for planting. It is a wonderful tool, and we're going to put it right up here. And what is it called, do we remember? A tractor. Where do some of the animals in the farm live? Do you know? It looks like this. It might be a different color, but for the most part, it looks just like this. What is it? It's a barn. And this in back is called a silo. And silos often hold corn, shucked corn. They fill the silo up and they can take out the corn. What else do we see up here? Some hay. What kind of animals live in the barn? I put the barn right there. What kind of animals are usually in the barn? You usually put your horses in the barn, don't you? I know that horses are usually in the barn. Other animals, like this little front, what kind of sound does he make? I know you're saying, oink, 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 oink. The piggy usually lives in a pig pen outside the barn. Then we have this friend who stands in the field, and he's supposed to scare away the birds, especially the crows, because crows like to eat corn. What do we call this friend? He's the scarecrow. A farm is a very fun place to visit. Some people go to the farm and they do yoga with this animal. Have you ever heard about that? Goat yoga? Not something I've ever tried, but here's a goat. And do we know what sound a goat makes? Bah, bah. Kind of like a lamb, kind of like this friend, a sheep, but a little lower, like a bah. A sheep is more bah. So a little slightly different. So we're going to put our goat right here. And then we're going to put our sheep right here. And this is an animal that there's a whole holiday about. What kind of animal? What kind of creature is this? A turkey. What kind of noise does turkey make? Gobble, 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 gobble. As you know, or maybe you don't know, I am a Southfield Public Librarian. That means I'm from Southfield. If you're watching this and you're in another state or maybe even another country, you might be like, where's Southfield? Well, it's in a state that looks like this called Michigan. And in Southfield, Michigan, we have a park called Bowervik Park. And I have done story times there in the summer. And guess what I've seen? Turkeys. Gobble, 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 gobble. So yes, turkeys are wild, but sometimes farmers raise them. And we know the big reason farmers raise them, right? especially for Thanksgiving time. People will pay a lot for a plump and juicy turkey. Not me, because I'm a vegetarian, but I know that some do. Turkeys are very prized right around November, aren't they? So that's our visit to the farm. I hope you'll take an actual visit to the farm. But before you do, I hope you'll come to the Southfield Public Library and get some awesome books all about farms. This was another episode of Story Shenanigans, and this is Shari saying see you next